started.
A dog approaches from the left side of the tracks, unaware of the train speeding toward it. It steps onto the rails, and in a tragic instant, the impact sends it flying upward. Moments later, it falls lifeless to the ground. This heartbreaking scene serves as a grim reminder of the dangers animals face near railway tracks, where high speeds leave no chance for escape. A dog stands motionless on the railway tracks. The train, moving at high speed, blares its horn, but the dog doesn't react. Animals like dogs cannot perceive trains as a threat. Their instincts fail to recognize the danger of a fast-approaching machine. The impact is inevitable. This tragic moment highlights the risks for animals near railway tracks. Each year, countless incidents like this occur due to the proximity of tracks to natural habitats. A man stands on the railway tracks, unaware of the approaching train. The horn blares loudly. Startled, he jumps aside, just in time. Each year, near misses like this serve as a reminder. Never underestimate the speed of a train. In a quiet pasture near the railway, a cow grazes peacefully. Suddenly, a train rushes down the tracks at full speed. The cow, unaware of the danger, doesn't move in time. The collision sends it hurtling to the side. Such incidents are common in areas where railways cross grazing lands. Protective measures like fencing are crucial to prevent these tragic accidents. On a quiet tram line, a bicycle with a lifeless mannequin is positioned on the tracks. This isn't an accident, it's a safety experiment. A tram approaches at high speed. Upon impact, the mannequin is thrown violently. The force demonstrates the catastrophic consequences such collisions could have on real people. This experiment highlights the importance of staying clear of tram tracks. A single moment of carelessness can lead to irreversible outcomes. A cow stands on the railway tracks, unaware of the approaching train. The train speeds closer, but the alert conductor acts quickly. Slowing the train just in time, the collision is avoided. Thanks to the conductor's swift response, the cow walks away unharmed. Such moments remind us of the importance of vigilance near railway tracks. On the railway tracks, a cow and a goat attempt to cross. The cow moves swiftly and makes it to the other side, but the goat hesitates. The approaching train is too fast, and a collision becomes inevitable. These tragic incidents highlight the risks animals face near railway lines where hesitation can be fatal. In a region crisscrossed by railway tracks, a cow wanders onto the rails. The tracks, surrounded by dense forest, make it difficult for the train to stop in time. Despite the conductor's efforts, the speeding train collides with the cow. Such accidents are common in areas where railway lines pass through natural habitats, emphasizing the need for protective measures like fencing and warning systems. A lone animal begins to cross the railway tracks, moving slowly and unaware of the danger approaching. The sound of the train grows louder, but the animal doesn't react. It continues at its own pace, oblivious to the speeding machine bearing down. The train, traveling too fast to stop, collides with the animal. The sheer momentum pushes the train forward, leaving no chance for the creature. Each year, countless animals fall victim to such incidents. Railway tracks cutting through natural habitats make these collisions almost unavoidable. Protective barriers and warning systems are crucial to prevent these tragedies and safeguard both animals and train operations. Deep within a forested area, a railway track cuts through the landscape. Despite fences on the left side, a large livestock animal manages to find its way onto the tracks. The train approaches at high speed, but there's no time to stop. The collision is inevitable. The animal's life tragically ends on the tracks, a harsh reminder of the challenges in keeping animals away from these dangerous areas. Even with protective measures like fencing, gaps or weak points can lead to such heartbreaking incidents. Enhanced safety efforts are essential to prevent future tragedies. A lone animal cautiously steps onto the railway tracks, unaware of the approaching train. It moves slowly, with no sense of urgency. The train speeds closer, and the situation seems inevitable. The animal continues its slow path across the tracks, unaware of the danger just seconds away. But then, against all odds, the train narrowly misses the animal. It's a moment of pure luck, a near impossible escape. Such incidents highlight how unpredictable wildlife encounters can be near railways. While this animal survived, not every story ends with such a fortunate outcome. A horse finds itself on the railway tracks as a train approaches, its powerful horn echoing through the air. Sensing danger, the horse begins to run, its hooves pounding against the ground. Despite the deafening noise, it pushes forward with all its strength. The train closes in, but the horse, driven by sheer instinct and determination, races ahead, narrowly escaping. Such moments highlight the raw instincts of animals, but also the dangers they face when tracks intersect their habitats. A woman steps onto the railway tracks, attempting to cross. In the distance, a train approaches at high speed. Her decision is risky, the train closing in rapidly. She barely makes it across, avoiding disaster by seconds. Such actions serve as a warning. Crossing tracks when a train is near is never worth the risk. Several horses stand on the railway tracks as a train approaches. The horn blares loudly. Despite the warning, the horses remain still, unbothered by the sound. The speeding train has no time to stop, and a tragic collision occurs. Such incidents highlight the vulnerability of animals near railway tracks and the need for better protective measures. On a snowy railway track, a lone animal stands frozen in place as a train approaches. The slippery conditions make stopping even more difficult, but the conductor reacts quickly, skillfully bringing the train to a halt just in time. Thanks to this careful response, the animal's life is spared, a rare and fortunate outcome on icy tracks. In the middle of a dense forest, a railway cuts through the wilderness. With no fences to protect the tracks, animals frequently wander onto them. These open tracks pose a constant risk of collisions as trains rush through at high speeds. Every moment captured here reflects the danger wildlife faces in areas where human infrastructure meets natural habitats. Protective measures are essential to reduce these risks and protect the lives of both animals and train passengers. A dog lies still on the railway tracks as a train approaches. The train speeds over the dog, but miraculously, it remains unharmed. The low clearance spares its life. Such rare moments remind us how lucky some animals can be, but also highlight the constant dangers of railway tracks. A dog approaches from the left side of the tracks, unaware of the train speeding toward it. It steps onto the rails, and in a tragic instant, the impact sends it flying upward. Moments later, it falls lifeless to the ground. This heartbreaking scene serves as a grim reminder of the dangers animals face near railway tracks, where high speeds leave no chance for escape. A dog stands on the railway tracks, unaware of the approaching train. At the last moment, it notices the danger and tries to escape. But it's too late. The train's speed leaves no chance, and the dog is caught beneath it. This tragic scene highlights the risks animals face on railway tracks, where every second counts. A bird soars gracefully above the railway tracks, unaware of the train rushing below. In a split second, the speeding train strikes the bird mid-flight. The impact sends it tumbling to the ground, a tragic reminder of how even the skies hold hidden dangers near railways. A group of wild animals stands motionless on the railway tracks. In the distance, a train approaches at high speed. The horn blares repeatedly, but the animals show no reaction. They remain still, unaware of the looming danger. As the train closes in, the conductor has no time to stop. The impact is unavoidable. Tragically, the train strikes the animals, leaving behind a heartbreaking scene. Such incidents highlight the need for better safety measures. like fences and warning systems to protect wildlife near railway lines. Every year, countless animals lose their lives in similar situations, a stark reminder of the delicate balance between nature and human infrastructure. A group of wild animals stands frozen on the railway tracks as a train approaches. The horn blares, but they don't move. Tragically, the train strikes some of them, unable to stop in time. Moments later, the conductor spots more animals further ahead. Acting swiftly, the train slows down and comes to a stop, preventing another tragedy. This scene highlights the critical need for vigilance and safety measures to protect wildlife near railway tracks, where every second can make a difference.